and away we go!
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Hutch 020 from Hutch DRS. And yes guys, as you can see, luck went my way. First place medal. Man guys, what an accomplishment. I was so busy, I had no time. I had to do my races quick between work and all kinds of stuff, and the matchmaking every time was full in luck. I read a lot of the Discord channels that a lot of people had a problem around 9 o'clock UK time with disqualifications and howsoever. Luckily by then I was already finished with my races. I did all my races during the day, so maybe that was my luck with the matchmaking as well, with not so many players still are playing. So today guys, we are for the qualifying rounds. We have Austin and wet circumstances, and both of the drivers are still doing well okay. During all week I have not changed to Norris or another driver. I think I will remain with Stroll and Hamilton. As you can see, P1 and P3 at the starting grid. No need for those crazy boosts at the moment, because as our opponent is well in the back, even though maybe if it's a real opponent, yes or no, it does not really matter. He's so far behind us, so let's not put up our risky boosts, and we can use Coppa and Ballast, because I have both, many of those both. Here we go guys, the first race in Austin. If you do have a real opponent who is close behind you, that Hex boost of course here is phenomenal. The exception boost is also doing very good, because on that straight it's very nice to take over your opponent. As we can see here, Bot Norris remaining in P2. Our opponent now P9 and P13. The boost that we have selected on our drivers are not that great. Again, this is just to get our easy qualifying, because as I say, the matchmaking from past week was phenomenal. But normally in the weekends I have some very tough opponents, but the Wednesday normally are very easy opponents or bot opponents. So therefore I don't want to use those crazy boosts, because next season we're going to use all boosts for every game, and a lot of focus for next season. This season I started off very calmly. I did not use that much Discord yet as well, and I missed some crucial information with the flags and howsoever, and I already consider myself pretty good, but again, so much yet to learn, and we're learning together guys. And I'll be showing of course what I've been doing. This week of course my races will be normally uploaded again on YouTube for the weekend races again. Let's hope we can pull some of that magic. Let's see if Hamilton can go in here, squeeze the car with Norris. He almost did. Let's see if we can go with the inside, and indeed he does. Now he can pull back a little bit. As we can see, the Stroll with 57% still left on his tires. A lot of window, a lot of room to push, because we needed for those two final laps some 50%, and half during this lap we still have the 50 remaining. So with Hamilton, we can ease down now a little bit. We already used some tires there to push to get ahead of Norris. This should now become a race where we don't make many mistakes. We are now crossing two. Alright guys, enough about the boring race. If you do have an opponent and he is pushing your boundaries, I think the tune-in boost also would do you very good here, because as you can see, a lot of corner work as well. The part where Hamilton is now crossing, if you do have the Prince or the tune-in boost, you do fly between those corners. But again, the exception or the Hex boost, those boosts are insane. Where Hamilton is now crossing the long straight, Hex or the exception, yet again, will fly with you. The Tsar boost and the Frost boost are of course exceptional again with tire work and tire management. But if you do want to fly away from your opponent, do consider something with fuel, because the tire management is already very good at Austin. It doesn't matter which circumstances, dry or wet. As with a dry race with Austin, you can easily breathe on the soft tire, push as long as you like. Of course, I am now speaking with guys with a high team score amount. If you don't have a very high team score, you do want to consider using that medium tire and use the dead fast boost under dry circumstances. Again, under rainy circumstances, doesn't matter where you stand, the Hex boosts will do you good. If you're a little bit back into the field, and again, the Frost boost will also do you good, because the Frost boost with the tire management will do you very nice. You can do easily 5 or 6 laps, so you can undercut or even overcut some of your opponents. So keep that in mind if you have the Frost boost. It's also a very nice one. Okay guys, as you see, it's a very easy race now for our guys. 1 Stroll with the copper boost, and Hamilton 2 with the ballast boost. At P3 we have Royce and our bot opponent now at 7 and 16. Well guys, for the guys who will be watching this in a few moments, I will be making a second video right after this one. First I'm going to watch football on TV. Ajax is playing, and of course I'm in Amsterdam, so I must see. But after that I have a second video coming. It was a very, very interesting race. It was at Austin, right circumstances, against a real opponent. We both had significant boosts. So therefore, because not easily, I had a very nice battle. It was very good, and in the end I won. I got the 47 points, so therefore I won't say his name or his team, because of course it was a dog fight. It was. And of course props to my opponent, because maybe some don't want to be shown on YouTube. So also after this video I also be considering by blocking the upstairs view by not showing who I'm racing. Because sometimes of course I will be saying something critique or some of that sort, so I don't of course want to disrespect any of my opponents or want to put them into a bad view on YouTube. Alright guys, Stroll and Hamilton now in the final lap of the race. Easy 47 points now in the pocket. And of course guys, if any of you have some technical problems or any kinds of questions on Discord, you can DM me. I'll be active and I'll be around this week to answer all your questions and to help and assist whatever is needed. And therefore the race is concluded for our drivers and our opponent. As we better say, the bottom opponent also now finishes with Stroll Verstappen now up to P14 after taking over Stroll at P15. Sorry, of course, that's Hamilton. Vettel, sorry. And there you go, guys. Their first race, not the most excited one. I am sorry for that, but nonetheless, we got some nice information to share with you guys. Boosts and the tire management, how to use it. The team score was not that impressive of our opponent, as you might see. So let's hope for our second race we have some more exciting footage for you guys to show.
And it's lights out and away we go!
Alright guys, let's see for our next opponent what we will do now. Taking a longer time to search. And it's our friend Max. Unbelievable. Wow. Send him a screenshot right away for our Texas group. He already finished his race. Well, this is a bot, guys. Well, that makes it a little bit better. No struggle now for the points, because of course we both want the full score. But he just said he just finished his race, so I think I'm in luck. This is of course, well, I'm not thinking, this is of course a bot opponent. I'm still using the good boosts, because even though this is a bot, he is still very good on the grid. So I think after Jin, a nice boost. It's also good. I can push with it and I can hold back a little bit with the Jin. And of course the Vice is very nice here. I don't have much of it, so maybe I'll buy a little bit more of them. Of course, sorry for the guys who are here for free play or don't have that much money to spend. As you can see, I do have a little bit more. For the beginning of next season, I will be making videos with both of my accounts, and I also have a free for play account. And therefore I will show you how to go with good tactics and good buy of your few bucks that you have, to use your points, the few that you have, to rise good, to compete even with some guys who are using some money investments into this game. To the race, guys, I have noticed that the Vice boost is very nice at this track. The corner work with the Jin was something I thought was unbeatable here. But Hamilton on the Vice, man, you can show him for next lap. He will put a fast lap. You have no idea. At this moment, I was trying with Stroll to put in a very fast lap. But here we go with Hamilton. Look at him fly after this. Stroll, of course, did very nice. We're going to pull back after this a little bit with him because you can see their tires are a little bit running out. With Hamilton, I was now trying to fully push and see what the Vice boost was, see what it's capable of against the Jim boost. There we go with Hamilton. Very nice corner work. And he has a first sector of OI 942, which is significantly faster than the Jim boost. And here you go with the second sector, also quicker now than the Jin boost. Therefore, my biggest surprise, I thought the Kawhi and the Jin were a little bit, well, I think even the two best boosts here, but Hamilton here on the Vice boost has proven me dead wrong. And therefore, a new favorite in town for me and the Bahrain corners here, because the Vice boost is doing a lot better than I thought. A lot of corner work here, a lot of tight corners here, especially once Hamilton crosses right now, just tight at the circuit. But yet again, the Vice boost is holding up. And even though the Jim boost has that corner work, the Vice really has that grip and acceleration outside of the corner work just to fly away. There we go here, especially before the straight. Hamilton is very good out of the corner and very good onto the straight. So guys, if you're in front of the field, the Vice will do you good. If you're midfield or backfield, trust me, use the downforce, Taurus, or something in that range, with an Eagle maybe perhaps. But the Vice boost will only do you good if you're in front of the field. It has no tire advantage, no fuel advantage, none whatsoever. So if you're back or midfield, don't use it. Only use it if you're from let's say the first 3 or 4 rows, from P1 to P8, something like that. As you can see, guys, yet again a very easy race. Both of my drivers will now go in for their final soft pit stop. Luckily for me, the Jin boost will be available the next 2 weeks with the upcoming Grand Prix events. So 2 weeks in a row, the Jin boost will be the buy boost, or the winnable boost, of course, with the Grand Prix event. So I will surely stack them up. I love that Jin boost, especially in normal Gold. Sorry for that. In normal Golden Grand Slam races, I love that Jin boost. Actually, everything that has corner work, I want to use that Jin. Everything with the soft straight, use that dead fast or the lumberjack. You know, tracks like Monza or Austin. You know, Spa also very nice. But also with Spa, I used it a lot the other day. The Voices boost is also doing it very good. The few tight of the corner works, the Voices boost really upholds. And if you're close with your opponent and just stuck behind him, the tuning boost will give you that very nice pit advantage. So also for this weekend, a rainy race is coming up with Spa, so therefore, of course, we'll make a video, but the Hex boost and the tune-in boost are the two boost use. Back to the race here, because Stroll is now entering the last phase of the lap, and henceforth the end of the race is now coming up with Hamilton coming in second. Our opponent now with both of his drivers in the top 10, and I almost want to say both of his drivers are now in the top 5. Not yet. I wanted to finish Hamilton right off. There we go. To show you guys as well, there was a minor bug a few months ago. Luckily, that was fixed. Really looked through it on that. Because sometimes I do like to finish into the pit lane. Sometimes even with both drivers. It looks funny. After a patch update a few months ago, I once did that. And then, boom, I lost all points. So that was really not funny. Luckily, Hutch fixed that after like a week of gameplay, so that was not too hard. Another 47 points into the pocket, guys. Well done. Again, easy opponent, but therefore, of course, I love my opponent, but it was Hutch, so therefore, of course, the 47 points must be a win. I just texted him. It was an easy win. I am sorry. He also already entered his 3rd race, so therefore, again, I don't want to start him, so I told him, please already start your race. Let's not put him into the risk of racing against one another. Therefore, for me, my game is taking a long time here to mode.
And it's lights out and away we go!
Next race, guys, Catalunya, the track to set the fastest lap of today. Therefore, we're going to use the skull boost. Completely unnecessary because in the weekend, the Wednesday score does not matter. The Wednesday score only matters just for the fame and to the glow of the Wednesday scores. So I just like it sometimes, just like I already said in past videos, I like to be P1. It's nice and flow going into the weekend, and therefore again today we will go again for P1. For the weekend, only the time lapse of Saturday and Sunday will matter for if you're tied with your opponent. With score first will be looked at. If you're both tied in the score of Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, then the lap time of Sunday will be considered. After that, the Saturday lap time will be considered. And after that, you're equally tied, like I was last week with Tell Me My Name from Black Sales Mob. We had both the P1 in the pocket. So, nice frame as well, props for him. And it was my first P1 of the season. It's very important for the CC store, of course, for the next season. Let's see what the Vice Boost will do for us here, but I know the Skull Boost, if you're in front of the field, guys, who wants to use that Skull Boost, man, you will fly away. Look at that 5-quarter work on that Skull Boost. Man, I had a normal Golden Grand Prix race today against Cora Piano. He's from Elite Alliance these days. He was given out with Velocity or Elite a few weeks ago. Man, what a race. He beat me fair and square, man. I was doing good. I had a different strategy. I tried a 2-stop strategy, but that fuel, man, it didn't outlast me with the Stroll, and he did good. Yeah, what did he have? I think he had a downforce boost. But he could keep up, he undercut me very nicely, and he held up really quick. So we had tied in with points, but he had, of course, his first driver ahead of me, so he won the race. Props to him, very good, it was a very nice race. Too bad I did not add that video. Because therefore, again, this race, guys, it looks like, again, we have a bot opponent. Therefore, again, let's talk boosts. Because Skull is just a boost I like to use just for the quickest lap time. If you have a real opponent who's stuck behind you and you're in front of the field, use that downforce and the towers boost. Especially with downforce boost, you can push easily with soft, but you can also hold back a little bit and you can use the one-stop strategy if you like. You can go 4 laps on the soft tire, and after that you can also go again for 4 on the softs, but if you want to push more, you can go 4 on the medium, because with 4 on the medium, you have enough fuel saved up to do so. Therefore, guys, some of the races I do like a second stop strategy, but I don't like to use it that much. Therefore, I lost the race this afternoon because I did so. The towers with the soft, of course, will hold you up easily for 4 softs, and again 4 with the softs. And of course, again with your second driver, you also like to push. If you're midfield and you want to go up, I mean, you want to hold out to your opponents. So maybe you do want to use the medium tire if you're like P10 or P15 with your drivers. You do have the towers or the Eagle, use it. Because you will outlast a lot of your opponents with an easy lane pit stop. And also with that, by holding a lot of back of your fuel, A, you will preserve fuel for the end of the race. And also the engine liability will not go down that hard. So your pit stop will not be that long. You can easily push for quite a few laps with all the fuel that you have. As you can see here, Stroll trying to make his pit stop, really got hold back there to the pit lane. Stopped in the drive-thru at McDonald's over there to get his drink. I really don't like using Stroll. I really don't like the driver. I'm sorry, guys. I really am one of the biggest F1 fans out there. Like everybody, of course, says about themselves. But as a lot of others as well, I do hate Stroll. He's of course some nice entertainment with his crazy driving, but therefore I don't like using him. But the 20% boost on him is something you must consider by using. He will also be the driver to put your fastest lap for this weekend, because of course he has a little bit of better stats than Verstappen or Hamilton. I am using Hamilton because a lot of the times Hamilton has a little bit of a better grip position than Verstappen. Verstappen, of course, better with the overtake, but if Hamilton is already having a better grip position than your opponent, therefore possibly overtaking is not becoming a big problem. Therefore, I do like to use Hamilton with a nice boost on him. And it brought me the best of luck as well last weekend, first P1. So therefore, again, guys, I hope this weekend we can cross with another medal. 2 P1s in a row after my first P1 ever is something I can put out of my mind. But, you know, no guts, no glory. So we always say in Holland, no Dutch, no glory. So let's see what we can do this weekend. And of course, we will give it our best. And the start is good. The first 3 races again in the pocket with a nice 47 points. Last corner for Stroll and Hamilton as well, now coming up for his final to the straight. Therefore, guys, 141 points, and I do believe we have a very quick lap time. And let's go check that out. Our bottom opponent now finished P4 and P11. Stroll is P11, still making it through the end of the race. P14 he will finish at, and there we go, guys. Third race finished rough, and let's see what we did. .26.04 by our friend Max and 24.783 by me. Therefore, very smart by Max, not using his best boost on this track and using a normal fast boost just by keeping up.
And it's lights out and away we go!
He knows, like any other, the points get divided on Sunday as well with the quickest lap time. So time of today is none of the matter. Alright guys, our final race now coming up. We had 2 easy bots, 1 good bot opponent, and now we're finishing up with a member of the F1 Turkey group. Well, man, if you're in Turkey right now, man, all the best to you and all good luck, all due respect to you and all your countrymen and women. Well, of course, luckily for him, as we can see, he has still the mobility to use the races and maybe put something else on his mind. So therefore, let's race and think about something else. Stroll at P1, Hamilton at P2. Well, I think therefore, even though our opponent was at a much higher team score, guys, let me explain. First of all, I am using Stroll. I'm seeing at his team score he is not. He's using Verstappen, Hamilton, and the Flux. And guys, if you're using the Flux, you're not having that very good grip position. You have a very quick pit time, but your grip position is horrible. And as you can see, guys, me with 100 team score or less, and with 1 and 2, and my opponent at P3 and P6 now. I do believe it's a real opponent because therefore, again, we got matched up pretty quick. And as we can see, both of his drivers are at the same tire compound. Bots don't do that. Henceforth, guys, I don't believe for him it's a qualifying race, because otherwise, of course, maybe he'll be using boosts if he was in a position of starting 3 and 4, or he had the understanding that I was on. I wish him the best of luck, of course, but we are looking now for our own drivers. We are now P1 and P2, and with the dead fast boost and lumberjack boost against an opponent without boost, I can already safely say we are driving for a 47-point finish. For a 188 point after the 4th race mark. Stroll now doing good. We can push a little bit harder, I do believe. So there are going with Stroll. Hamilton now being a little bit pressured by our opponent Hamilton. But again, he is not on and whoa, here he goes. He already goes into the pit lane. He's going to try another cut, but of course, like I said again, it won't be in a minute any matter. I am on the lumberjack boost with my second driver on Hamilton, so if I push for this very lap, his outlap will never be faster than mine. Therefore, again, you see, guys, how important it is to use boosts. If you don't want to lose in this game, you must use boosts. Even though I'm using boosts also against bots, I'm using a lot of mediocre boosts, a lot you get from pit pass you don't want to use, or certain events or whatsoever. The Dead Fast and Lumberjack boosts are good boosts. So therefore again, it's also important to win, otherwise the boost use would not have been for anything. And because of using now these wonderful boosts at this track, you can see now my opponent is not any kind of threat whatsoever. Alright guys, a little bit middle of the field again. The Taurus, of course, it's making its entrance of being a very good boost. The Eagle, the Dead Fast will also do you good. Also, if I'm in midfield at this track, sometimes I was like 7-10 when my team score was a lot lower, I would still use the Downforce and the Lumberjack. Because the Dead Fast boost really flies over the straight, Downforce will give you a lot of nice corner work, and of course again the Lumberjack will fly you over the straight. It will give you a very big advantage over your opponent. I remember the beginning of the season when I had a team score where I was still matching with a lot of bots. I was having a lot of luck at this track with the Lumberjack boost and of course the Dead Fast boost. Because the straight where our bot opponent with his Verstappen is now crossing, those boosts are almost unbeatable. The Gladiator, Eclipse, Firework, you name it, they're all rock solid. Our opponent still didn't cross the pit lane, and as you can see the tires are running out. I hope for him his Verstappen is going into the pit lane, and maybe he has made a small error by not clicking into his pit stop. I do believe that happened because for the past lap, now here we go, his Verstappen already dying out of his corners and his Hamilton just dried out. Hamilton now going for his final pit stop with 2 laps remaining. As you can see with Stroll, we can easily rise out and we don't have any few more tires to use or to push. Because our opponent has dried up and is now losing very horrible seconds. And I don't believe he's in his Grand Prix race, or he really does not care what's happening at this moment. But then I also don't know why you're playing this game. Back to the game, guys. As you can see, the 10 fast boost and the Lumberjack as well. For all the Dutchmen out there, if you're listening and you're seeing and you're not part of Dutch DRS yet, please come check us out. We are rising quickly. Our second team already has 15 nice members, so which is completely full. And our first team has only 19 members. We are only now as the elite and the best of Holland. We have patience, so if you are now with your own team and you want to finish the season over there, please do. Loyalty is very nice, but we're going for the Dutch pride. So therefore guys, next season Dutch DRS will be a household name, I can guarantee. Hamilton now into the final stages of the lap and Stroll just behind it. And our opponent still did very nice. But as you can see now with Stroll, we did a one-stopper. We had all the time in the world. We're going to wish him the best of luck with all of his luck and of course of all of the circumstances we can wish him to. Considering of course the massive earthquake that has happened in Turkey. Alright guys. Again, this one not the most exciting races. Normally again though Wednesday are not. I can just told you a little bit about the boost use and a little bit what to expect on this upcoming week. Very nice opponent though, in a very high team score. I do believe, I hope for a better race and I hope he can have used the boost. Nonetheless, as we can see, our best friend Max is now in P2. We both crossed it in at 188. And it's some nice advertising for Dutch DRS, of course. Guys, I will be back this weekend. I will do the races mid-afternoon and around 8 or 9 o'clock UK or Dutch time. I will finish up my races and I will show everything I have to share. Thank you again, guys, and everybody who still has to do their qualifying races or even just the normal races. Stay in the race, keep up the pace. Thank you.